Alright, here are the 2017 year-to-date results. I'm way behind on this. We're already in February, so anyways, finishing the year, the 3 was down 21%, the 6 was down 26%. The MX-5 finished positive 19%, but all cars overall finished down 20%, so that was a pretty rough year. The CX-3 was down 12%, the CX-5 was up 14%. The CX-9 was a positive 61%, and then all trucks were up 15%. But it wasn't enough because the total sales for Mazda for the year was down 2.8%. So, as you can see, the bulk of the volume right now for Mazda is the CX-5. So that positive 14% really helped. But the redesign of the CX-9 for the whole year really was a good thing because that 61% shows that people are buying those SUVs and larger SUVs. So I have a feeling there's going to be a different outlook for 2018, which I'm about to show you now, the January results for Mazda. Alright, here we are with the 2018 January results. So January 2018 was the best January sales that Mazda had since 1994, which is really cool to see. And it's thanks in part to the CX-5 just taking off, and it's starting to win people over. The Mazda 3 was down 12%, the Mazda 6 was down 53%, the MX-5 was down 53% as well, and all cars down 28%. Ouch. The CX-3 was up 14%, the CX-5 was up 67%, and that puts it in the top 10 now for all SUV sales in the US. So that's the first time they've been in the top 10, I believe, and now they're almost doing triple the sales of the Mazda 3, which used to be like the majority of Mazda's sales. The CX-9 was up 47%, so it continues their upward trend from last year, and all trucks were up 58%. So overall, on the month, Mazda was up 15%, which is good to see. I'm surprised that the MX-5 was down that much, but I'm assuming they launched the RF model at some point early last year, or maybe a few months after that. Maybe people were waiting, but I have a feeling that had something to do with it. And the redesign for the Mazda 6 can't come soon enough because they are just bleeding out. I mean, it's crazy how bad the sales are. Yeah, other than that, I mean, the trend for all sales right now is all about the SUVs, so I think Mazda needs to come out with another SUV pretty soon. But they have their joint venture that they just announced where they're building the plant with Toyota in Alabama, which is pretty cool. So they're going to be putting out 300,000 vehicles per year from this plant, which the majority of them are probably going to be Toyota because they're making the Corolla there. And Mazda hasn't announced what they're going to be building there yet, so I'm interested to see if they come out with like a CX-4, which I think would be perfect, and either phase out the 3 or make it slightly larger. Because right now, I know I've voiced my opinion on this a million times, but it's a little too small because you're better off just getting a 3 hatch at that point. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to the updated 6 coming out because a lot of people were talking about how they needed like that, like how Honda and Toyota have like the V6 option, and Honda now has the turbo option, but the 6 always had the 2.5 liter and that was it. People like to have their power options, and now they'll have it, so that'll be pretty cool to see if that really helps the sales. So it was also just reported that for the 5th year in a row, Mazda has achieved the greatest fuel economy for the entire brand at a 29.6 miles per gallon, which was 0.4% increase from the year before that. So that's pretty cool that SkyActiv technology is paying off and it's equating to real world driving. Alright guys, thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more of these sales videos and other Mazda videos that I put out. So it's winter time, it's hard to do modding, but I've got Omar, I've got him some belts. I'm going to be doing some drive belt changes, and I'm looking for wheels as well. So and then I got some ideas for Jerome, the Mazda 3. So I'm considering some of those and seeing where I can go with that.